YSI students from Costa-Breda. We're doing our YSI project on natural medicine side project.
At the beginning of the year, we compiled a survey asking all age groups about the use of pharmaceutical drugs. We were shocked to hear the results. We couldn't believe the amount of people, especially in the 15 to 25 age bracket, that took household drugs like Nurofen and Panadol on a weekly basis.
The most frightening thing was that these people were not even aware of another healthier solution to these ailments. When you don't know of another alternative out there, why would you bother looking? Would you?
Now, we don't want to frighten you by telling you scary stories about these drugs, but we do feel that it's our responsibility to warn you of the dangers.
So listen up, take it all in, and please take on board what we have to say.
Go.
Beyond natural, all you! Over the next few minutes, we want to make you aware of a few things. Firstly, we want to listen to what is in household drugs such as Nurofen and Panadol. Secondly, we want to give you some friendly advice on natural remedies for common everyday illnesses such as the common cold and flu, headaches, PMS, constipation, hangovers and depression.
Firstly, let's take a look at the dangers of prescription drugs. Like we said at the beginning, we don't want to frighten you. We need to add a bit of the fear factor to let the message sink in. Taking common household drugs like Panadol and Nurofen can have many serious side effects, especially if they're taken over a long period of time. Did you know they can result in stomach ulcers, internal bleeding, abdominal pain, dizziness, diarrhea, constipation, nausea, nervousness, rash, vomiting, confusion and depression?
The biggest problem with pharmaceutical drugs is that they simply only mask the problem. They don't offer a long-term solution. For example, when you get a headache, you take a Panadol. Sure enough, your headache will go away, but sure enough, return again, where you'll pop another tablet. It's a vicious circle. Natural remedies try to go through the problem. Not only will they take the headaches away, but over time, they will also try to make sure that it'll never return again.
What's even scarier is the fact that the large pharmaceutical companies make billions of euro every year at the risk of people like us who know no better. They simply control and monopolise the trade all over the world at the ignorance of everyone's health. It's quite frightening. We will be telling you later on how some of these companies have campaigned to get some natural therapies off the shelves just so they can make even more money. It's just not fair and it's time we did something about it. So politicians, if you want to get our votes in the next election, will you start to tackle the most serious of problems?
3.
Also, how many people do you know that have become addicted to painkillers? You don't want to end up in rehab like Robbie Williams.
Yes, it's a scary fact. Even since starting this project back in September, we have not been taking any of these tablets. But don't fret, it's not too late to change. That's the purpose of this video.
3. Don't stress, help is in hand. What we want to do now is to make you aware of the alternative remedies out there. Why would you pop dangerous chemicals into your body when there is a natural alternative out there?
Go.
The Celtic Tiger has seen many changes in this country. You will now notice that every town and village in Ireland has a health food shop. They're everywhere. Once we tell you what you should be looking for, you'll be able to go in and ask for these remedies yourself.
We could talk about this all day long, but we don't want to bore you. We are going to go through a number of common illnesses and inform you on better and more importantly healthier cures.
Starting to come into spring, there is no doubt that most of you had a case of the sniffles over winter. Did you reach for the nearest Lemsip or paracetamol when you were feeling miserable? If so, these are a few natural remedies you can try. Instead of taking Lemsip, which contains paracetamol, why don't you try freshly grated ginger? You can add it to honey and hot water. You can also take this in capsule form. This is not just delicious, but it's also very natural. Another excellent remedy is echinacea. You can take echinacea in 2 different forms, in capsule or add a few drops to water. Our last recommendation is elderberry. It is known for preventing the flu virus from attacking cells. You can buy elderberry in 3 different forms, in juice, syrup or capsules.
True.
It's the best you know you the answer.
We all know headaches are a pain. Our usual solution is to pop a Panadol. Instead, we should drink less tea and coffee. These contain a lot of caffeine and are known to cause headaches. Why not try pure peppermint tea, chamomile tea, a mixture of teas,
red bush tea, or a coffee alternative. Or you could buy Feverview or Rescue Remedy from the health store. Or you could take vitamins such as magnesium and B2 store.
By maintaining a fibre-rich diet, you can prevent constipation from happening. You can do this by eating lid seeds, sesame seeds, and sunflower seeds. And you can use these by sprinkling them onto your cereal in the morning. Many people suffering from constipation say that yoga and other stretch exercises can loosen up your bowels and help them make movements.
PMS, or premenstrual stress, is a combination of both physical and psychological symptoms experienced by many women occurring before their monthly period. Symptoms may include bloating, a headache, irritability, anxiety or depression, low self-esteem, difficulty sleeping, changes in appetite, fatigue and breast tenderness and swelling. From doing our research surveys, we discovered that 85% of women suffering from premenstrual stress took painkillers and other prescribed medication. As you'll find out throughout the presentation, there are many addictive and potentially harmful. These are some natural alternatives to painkillers which can ease the symptoms of PMS. Black cohosh, ginger, raspberry leaf, chasteberry, evening primrose oil. The Food and Drug Administration does not regulate herbs, meaning that they have no additional ingredients and are completely natural and have no harmful or addictive ingredients. Instead of people popping Sapodine like there's no tomorrow after night into town, there are many better alternatives. Number 1, don't drink. And if you can't do that, have a glass of water with every drink. Take rehydrated tablets before and after you go out. Take milk thistle in either two forms. You can take milk thistle in capsule form or liquid form before you go out. Take Rescue Remedy the morning after, or take Diarrhea. Yeah.
Sadly, depression is a mental illness that is growing all over the world. We all know someone that is affected by this terrible illness. More and more people are being prescribed antidepressant tablets by their doctors. Some of these tablets, like Xeroxa, have highly addictive qualities. They can even make people suicidal when trying to come off them. What is even more scary is that people think they have no other alternatives to this. Only last year, a natural medicine called 5-HTP was taken off the shelves. 5-HTP, when taken in conjunction with St. John's wort, is known to cure disease. Also, you can take Rescue Remedy to help stress and depression. This can not only save them money, but it also has no dangerous side effects.
One way to cure depression is laughter. Laughter is found to lower blood pressure, reduce stress hormones, and boost immune function by raising levels of infection-fighting cells and B cells, which produce disease-destroying antibodies. Laughter also triggers the release of endorphins, the body's natural painkillers, and produces a general sense of well-being. Laughter is infectious. Hospitals around the country are incorporating formal and informal laughter therapy programs into their therapeutic regimes. The countries such as India, laughing clubs in which participants gather in early morning for the sole purpose of laughing are becoming very popular. Humour is a universal language. It's a contagious emotion and a natural diversion. It brings other people in and breaks down barriers. Best of all, it is free and has no known side effects.
These are just a few of many illnesses that can be cured without prescription drugs. We hope you'll take us on board.
Thank you for your time, and remember, all natural,
All
you.